It is said that everything, it is not sad, it is said that everything is God. Well, you can hear it and forget it. But if it penetrates, you disappear in God, because everything is God and you are there, so you must be God. There is no you, there's God. That means whatever you do, it's not you as a person doing it, it is God. It makes you totally free, because you cannot be blamed or proud. It's God's doing. The inner self, the inner appearance, the inner being is what is doing it. It makes you think and watch, do this, don't forget that. It's time for thus or so. But it's not you thinking. No, it is not you that put your mind at work and make it do something. No, it is the God inside touching the consciousness in you, making you aware. Do this, do that. And so you think as personal being that you did it. No, it's you are the instrument, but don't forget. You are the instrument of God's doing. It's you have never even been there. You were never there. You never existed. It is always the same one God in all appearances. You are now double happy, because once you understand that you were not the one doing it, and there's nothing of guilt, and you are so happy because you are God. You don't need to search and look for it. You are not there, so you cannot search. It is God himself that played it. He played that he didn't know it, and then he remembered. It's God's doing. Yeah, that's the happiness. Once you are, the one thing is you are not to blame, and the other thing is you don't exist. Nothing can harm you because you are not there. Happy. Just being aware. You don't have to search for nothing to reach, nothing to change, nothing to go for, nothing to long, nothing. It is as it is. It is the best way it can be as it is, because God is doing this. It's his doing. He knows what to do. Just surrender. If you think you are still a person, you can surrender that thinking. He will make you free. God makes you free because you are free. Only you didn't realize it. And because everything is God, the walk in the garden is God, and you sitting in a room drinking coffee, it's God. It's all his doing, his enlightenment. He enlightens all appearances. It comes out of this great God light. God light showers on all that appears, and you appear in that light. Washing the dishes is enlightenment of God. Reading a book, going out, the furniture in the house, it's all there in enlightenment of God. Be aware of that, and also that is God being aware of himself. The God being, the goodness, the light. You are enlightened. You are being enlightened. Because everything is God, you are not even born. It is the birth of God. God taking a human form. God taking the form of animal. God taking the form of nature and of flowers and of the stars in the sky and the waves at sea. It is God's doing. It is His appearance. Oh my goodness. This is so freeing. This is God all, everywhere, as everything. He is, not you. God is born. God took a birth when you appeared on the world. It was God laying there and God doing things and learning things, learning He was God. God made a play that He did not know it. He forgot, so-called, was not a reality. Always inside it was the big knowing that God is God. In every creature there is this knowing, but it is veiled, it is forgotten. That's the play. So God took this birth and played that He forgot. He forgot God. And then He found out He was all the time this God. And you thinking, your mind said it was you as person with your name. No, you never existed. It was the play of God playing. He was this form with this particular name and age and things that happened. A family. God is your family. God is your children. It's not your children, it's His children. It's all God. We have to be fulfilled of this knowing, this awareness to be God. God is a state of being that is fulfilled, that is love and all-knowing and ever existing. It is eternal being that took this birth and found out that He was this eternal being, and this form can go, disappear. It was not even really there, it was the dream of God. But as it feels so real, let's pretend it is real. But it is not your reality, it's God's reality. God is all there is. Simple. What more do you need to know? God is all there is. Happy, happy, happy. When I think I am doing, I exist, then I can say I do this for God. And when I know I am not existing, I am not doing, then God is doing through me. It's always God. Whether I do it for Him or He does it through me, it is His work. When we don't want anything, we are happy. And the fact is that we want to be happy. So that is not a reality. We don't feel the happiness if we are silent. We have to move to discover happiness. But it's the fake happiness. We all know that. If you are silent, no thoughts about this or that, It's silence, it's peaceful, it's the bliss of yourself. But the mind cannot be silent, because then it is not there, and that's the work of the mind, to be there and to work as soon as you wake up until you fall in a deep sleep, because even in a sleep with a dream, mind is there. So it's a terrible thing, but not listening to it is so difficult. Only understanding that it cannot be other than that it is, then you maybe leave it be. If you understand that the mind is there to make you happy, it wants something, it needs something, it makes you desire, that's what the mind does. If it hears something and it doesn't like it, it disturbs, it makes you uneasy, that's mind work. Yeah. But if you put it aside for a moment and realize that the thing that you want, the happiness that you want, is already known in you, because how else could you long for it? If you don't know anything, you cannot long for it. You cannot want it. So you know what happiness is. It is your own being. But it doesn't move. It doesn't go out. It doesn't make distance. And the mind that wants to be happy makes distance. It pulls you out of your peaceful being into the desire there, over there, that you want. That makes me happy. So you long for something that makes you make yourself longing. And then you are not in peace, because you are not in the happy state that you really are. You leave your happiness to long for the happiness there outside that is fake. It will not last. How to stay happy? Well, you cannot even leave the happiness, because it is what you are. It is the silent love that does not move. It is perfect by itself. But the love that we need from the outside is moving. So when we want something, we move away from the love, the bliss. We move towards an object, and the moving is desire. It is ego. It will never satisfy you there. It cannot. Because if you like to have something, you want something, then I will be happy. If I have a new bike or a car or whatever, you go for it, you get it, and you are so happy that you have what you want. It is not that you are happy by what you want, the object or the thing that you need or want. It is at that moment that you get it, you feel happy, because there is no more wanting at that moment. There is no more desire. You are not anymore out of yourself longing. So that means when you get what you want, no wantings there. You are in the silent self. That is the peaceful being that you are. Everybody knows that they want something, they get it, and it goes by, it passes. You cannot be happy with objects of the material world. So I hope it will help you. And the mind will go, no, don't listen. Once you have this, once you get that, when blah blah. And we follow the mind like an animal on a line. The dog on the line walks with us, and the one thing in us takes us along on the line, makes us longer out of ourselves. So that's what I would like to say. Happiness is what you are. Feel it.